just doing this for fun, but we're gonna try to tow this truck with this scooter. I did something to the scooter that I'll show you at the end of the video, just so that we can get going on the video. But just tie a little knot there. We're ready to go. I'm gonna be communicating with Tal from she's gonna be wearing a helmet inside the truck so we can talk to each other. So let's go. We don't even know if it's gonna work, so we don't even know if it's gonna work. We're just doing this for fun.
What's wrong with the truck?
We don't. It's gonna go to the repair shop, so we don't even know. It's not my truck either, so if it was mine, I might try to fix it myself, but it's not. Okay.
Okay.
Let's hurry.
Okay.
Okay, here we are. We're starting out, and this is our attempt just to get out of the driveway. I figured out really fast that at slow speeds, under power, it was really hard to keep the bike going straight. And we couldn't make that corner, and the truck pulled me backwards and pulled the bike over. This is just another view of that from the GoPro. And then we had the neighbor came out and helped us get it on the road, so I cut that part out, and here we are starting out right on the road. And once I got going a little bit, it seemed to even out. I mean, a motorcycle's like a gyroscope. Once it gets going, it kind of stabilizes itself, so you can see it's kind of at slow speeds, it's really really hard to control. Especially with a heavy load on that rope. At this point, I felt pretty good. I thought we were going to do fine. I didn't. We're coming up to a problem that I didn't expect. I never had the bike under full throttle. Maybe 3/4 throttle was the maximum I ever gave it. And that was just because it didn't the more throttle I gave it, the less stable it would want to pull to one side or the other, it seemed like. I was just kind of feeling it out at this point, and I really should have carried more speed through this corner. Because it's an uphill incline. I used that small rope for a reason, just for safety, so it didn't jerk my bike down. But that's called mule tape, and that's like 1,800 pounds braking strength. So I didn't expect that to break so easily. And right here, I thought we were done. I did not think. I knew we were done because we're on an uphill. We're on an uphill incline around a corner, and I just knew this was impossible. And right here, I'm trying to keep the front tire and the bike straight. The front tire on the ground is the one to lift off. And we're cooking that centrifugal clutch a little bit. Right about here, I could let off the throttle a little bit, and it felt like we were going to make it. This view, you can kind of feel my struggle with keeping the bike straight. Somewhere right in here is when the clutch finally fully was able to engage. And I knew there was one more hill coming up, and the biggest hill is coming up yet. So I knew I had to get some speed in a hurry. This was about a 2-mile trip. Right about, yeah, we got a little bit of a downhill, so I was trying to get as much speed as I could. And the GoPro is about to flop down on his face. So we'll have the other camera right now. It'll be this view from now on. This is the hill that I knew we had to have some speed for. And we did this in the evening so that there was no, we had no traffic to deal with. As you could see, no cars were coming or going. Actually, when our rope broke, we had one car pass us when we were stopped. But that was the only one. The scooter didn't get hot or overheat or anything like that. I was totally surprised. These scooters are not water cooled either. They're forced air cooled. And it's 125 cc's if I didn't say that already. And here we are at the repair shop. I was trying my best not to break the rope again, turning. And you'll see Tao did an excellent job parking this.
So I'm going to show you the little tweak that I did to the transmission part before we pulled the truck. So we got to just take this cover off. That's not the cover, that's the air box, but you need to get, I needed that out of the way, and then the cover bolts. Should just pop off. Yep. This is the CVT, the continuously variable transmission, and some of you probably already know this, but to shift gears, this gear gets smaller and this gear gets bigger as you go faster. Pop off. There we go. So I'll get the belt out of the way. Just like that. Pull that off in one piece because there's a back part to it. Okay. These little weights, as the bike travels faster and you get more RPMs, these little rollers push this out, which pushes this in, makes this smaller. It starts out like this, and as it pushes it in, it does make it as it pushes it in, then the belt has to ride up higher in the groove, giving it a taller ratio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of those out. I'm going to take half of the weights out. See, I took half the weights out, so it's going to stay in low gear longer. Okay. Okay, I want that. That's all there is to it.
Something go up.
Yeah. So we want the belt back on there, of course. Then you put that on. Oh, so what I was saying was you can buy lighter weight rollers, and that will give you better acceleration because you'll stay in a lower gear. And as long as the belt eventually makes it to the top of the gear, you'll still have the same exact top speed. But if it's not enough weight to make it to if it's not enough weight to push these together, there's a spring on this side that it has to overcome. Spring pushes this one together, and as this one goes together, it has to pull that spring apart. Now all we do is put the cover back on. This is just a dust cover. It doesn't hold any oil or anything like that. There we go. We towed the more than 4,000 pound truck with this, and where we got stopped on the hill and I had to burn the clutch, I'm gonna tell you,
Be careful, it's hot.
that's nuts. Yeah, that right there, this is the part that was probably the only thing that got warm, and I think, you know, that's a cheap part if it does. There's just little pads inside of there that grab that. We weren't slipping the belt or anything like that. We were slipping the pads that are underneath this thing. And I just want to show you real quick how this works. And yeah. No. When we were slipping in. And then see how yeah, you see the belt, the way it climbs up the and then as it slows down, it gets tighter. So we didn't do any damage to this at all, and if we do, we just replace those clutch pads. But we're good. I'm going to put these weights back in so that we can drive at highway speeds, because we got to go back home now. That was easy. Yeah, we didn't do any damage to the belt whatsoever. It was just these clutch pads, and I'm sure they're fine. That's the original belt, by the way, never been changed. I think this thing has like 15,000 miles on it, which I don't know if that's a lot or not, but gloves. Okay, just those little rubber deals. Okay, like that. That's what it does. It pushes that as those centripetal force pushes those rollers out. it pushes this, makes this tighter so that the belt rides higher. Okay. Belt on. The belt's going to move this way faster. See, it barely takes any gas to get that belt to move all the way. That means it shifts into high gear very quickly. Okay, we're all done. We're gonna put this back on and we're gonna go home. We're gonna drive this thing home. Thanks everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, comment.